Good day, you hosers. In this video, I'm going to show you some comics from up here in the Great White North, eh? Stay tuned, eh? What's going on, comic friends? It's Ryan the Colossus Collector, and thank you for stopping by my channel once again, eh? In this video, I'm going to show you some comics that I got up here in the Great White North in Canada. Some great books that I got from my friends over at Comic Cave Canada on Whatnot. A nice little haul of books from there. Whatnot live sales. You know, I'm a frequent and regular shopper and bidder on their sales. Always get really high quality books from them. And if you've been watching my channel, I've also stopped by and met them in person. They live really close to where I am, so wanted to give them a shout out and show some of the books I've been getting from them, as well as the grand finale, a really, really awesome Canadian book that you won't want to miss. So let's get into some of these books now. So first up, I got just the cover I bought purely because of a cigar. If you've been watching my channel, you know I like cigar covers from Marvel, characters that are smoking cigars. Obviously, Wolverine is the biggest culprit of that. And this is What the number 9. I gotta say, it's my first What the book. Interesting art, but got it for the cigar. And my friends at Comic Cave Canada have, when it comes to 80s, 90s books, they have absolutely untouched, never circulated books, and tons of them. So you know when you're often, most of the time, when you're getting books from this era, you're getting high grade, high quality books. So this was one of them, and just a nice little cigar cover for my cigar cover collection. Next up, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 291. This is just a really killer black suit Spider-Man cover. Purely bought it because good price, and it was just a nice black suit cover. I dig the black suit. Yeah, so just a cool book to have, and I like kind of the orangey red background as well. Cool cover, and wanted to grab that and add it to the PC. Next up, we've got Venom: The Madness, Part 1 of 3. This is a cool Venom cover with the Juggernaut actually coming at him as a reflection in his eye. I recently did my top 10 Venom covers in my collection, and it definitely made me realize, oh man, I really need to get some more Venom books. So when this one popped up on the sale, I thought, yep, I'm getting that. Also, it's an X-Men villain. It's one of my favorite X-Men villains, the Juggernaut. So had to grab it. Cool cover, and glad to add it to the PC. Speaking of Venom, I grabbed Venom Lethal Protector number 3 with this really cool Venom hand crushing what looks like Scorpion, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I have Venom, Lethal Protector 1 and 2 already, so now I got 3, and I'll probably just get that whole series and set eventually too. So nice to get that one. It's in super high grade, and yeah, one more Venom cover for the collection. We'll keep it rolling here. We'll keep the Venom and Lethal Protector ball rolling here. I also grabbed Venom Lethal Protector number 4, another high grade copy, and this is the first appearance of Scream. I believe also the first female symbiote, and So nice to grab a first appearance and another cool Venom cover and another Lethal Protector issue. Alright, so this next one was purely just a cool cover of a character. Well, two characters that I like, but definitely one character that I'm collecting, and that's Human Torch #7. But of course, this is a Submariner battle cover. Submariner and the Human Torch have had plenty of run-ins, so it's a familiar face-off between two characters, and just really cool cover. I love the sky blue background, and then Namor coming out of the sea, and Human Torch flaming across the sky. Really cool cover, and I like the Human Torch trade dress too. That's a pretty cool trade dress as well. So just bought it purely for the cover. Thought it was a neat book to get into the PC. Alright, and then we'll end on a couple of keys, minor keys. I've got Hulk 2099 #1. It's the first time I ever, it's also a newsstand, it's the first time I've ever seen Hulk 2099 come up in any kind of sale or anything, and I mean, when you can get it at one of the highest grades you possibly can get, and for the price you'd get, or I did get, it's a no-brainer to just add a cool 90s first appearance, cool 90s key. I now have X-Men 2099, Hulk 2099, Spider-Man 2099, and I got my eye on a Doom 2099. So maybe I'll end up getting all the 2099 first appearances eventually. But yeah, just a cool one to add in, and a cool key to add in. Alright, last of the Raw books from Comic Cave Canada. I've seen this one so many times. It's popped up on sales, and didn't want to go the distance to buy it, but it finally came up, and I got it for a good deal. This is Galactus, Supervillain Classics, Galactus: The Origin #1. Just a really cool Bronze Age Galactus cover, to get his origin story, to get this kind of iconic cover art. It's a no-brainer. It's also a newsie. I don't know if it's new enough that the newstand is a good thing or an important thing. I know at some point in the Bronze Age, most things were newsstands, and then it kind of became more and more rare. So I'm gonna have to look up the year and stuff. But just really cool to grab this one. It's been on my radar, in my mind, for a long time now, and just one of those books you just kind of wait for the right opportunity, and grabbed it. So cool to get this one, and again, I know the grade's high, because I know where it's coming from. So a really nice get. Okay, so this last one, I was in a YouTube live with some of my YouTube friends, my colleagues in the YouTube community, and Mike from Lunch Money Comics was on, and we were talking about how books we wanted, and one of the books that came up was Alpha Flight #1. Of course, I have Alpha Flight #1, but what we were talking about was this particular kind of Alpha Flight #1. And this is a Canadian price variant Alpha Flight #1 in a 9.6 high grade. Newsstand edition. really, really cool book for me. And if Mike, you're watching this, I'm sorry if this makes you a little jealous, but when we talked about it, I knew I had to get that one. And so I started looking for them when I went out in the wild, which isn't too often. I started looking for them on eBay, and this one came up, and this one was an auction, and I was just determined to get it, and I think I got a pretty decent price on it. But the fact that it's a 9.6 high grade, maybe one day I'll get the 9.8, but it's a pretty cool book to grab. Canadian price variant on the most Canadian Marvel book there is, Alpha Flight #1. The only other Canadian price variants I'd maybe put a little higher is like their first appearance and the first appearance of Weapon Alpha, Vindicator, Guardian, X-Men 109. If I got all three of those or all four of those, I could get both the cameo and the full appearance of Alpha Flight, X-Men 120 and 121. If I got all four of those in a Canadian price variant, that'd be really cool. But something to maybe chase long term. But really cool to grab this one, and hence the Canadian theme of this video. This is definitely a really cool thing to get as a Canadian collector, someone who's a fan of Alpha Flight, fan of the X-Men. Alpha Flight #1 in a Canadian price variant is pretty cool, and to have it in a 9.6 is even better. So that's the end of my very Canadian comic book haul video. I hope you like the books. I hope you, if you're watching this far, you probably did, and I thank you for all. I thank you, a big thank you to all my friends in the lower 48. In the U.S. or anywhere really outside of Canada that probably saw this and were like, Canadian video, whatever, I'll watch it. Thank you so very much. It means a lot to us Canadian YouTube content creators that you take in a little bit of our Canadian history, our Canadian culture, and I thank you so much for watching the video. So I'm almost through this video, and of course, my new camera battery dies. I'm still getting the hang of what I can do with this thing. It's certainly not as easy and simple as just using my iPhone, which I'm doing right now. But the picture's a lot better on the new camera, so I'll just keep plugging along. But I know now I can't probably do 2 videos in a row. I gotta just do one at a time. But with that all said, I just wanted to once again thank you for watching the video. And if you like this video, maybe you'll like my most recent video about my not so positive yet awesome book haul on Whatnot. And then why don't you check out my recent top 10 modern comics in my collection video as well. And until the next time, keep collecting.